Thanks, Pelicans. You're now tuned into the Pelican Postgame Report. Much love to the fam. Appreciate y'all being in this stream. A round of applause, man, for the faithful. Shout out to the fam. Appreciate y'all being in this episode of Pelican Postgame Report, man. Listen, we up in this thing. I'm Big Q. We got my girl Lexxah here as well. DC will be joining in a moment. Soon as he get his line clear from the island, we shall have DC on the stream. So big ups to you guys. Please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and feel free to share the show on your social media feed. What's up, Lex? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. I was gonna say something smart, but I was like, all right, Lex, just I'm here, man. Feel a little bit something in my shoulders, you know what I'm saying? A little tension.
But you was dunking the ball today. What you was doing? You was doing 360 windmills on people. What's going on today?
You know what? I wish I had that type of tension. Shoot. Look, I got a lot of creativity, so I probably be doing look. I be breaking some laws of gravity for real.
All right, so shout out to you, Lex. Appreciate you being in the stream. Big ups to y'all too, man. Listen, let's talk some Pels tonight, Lex. Let's go over some stuff that happened with the Pels. Early on, we did drop the Gills Arenas take on the BI situation for you guys. If you didn't have an opportunity to see that, please feel free to check out that. It's like 20 minutes from a player perspective of what they thought. Always very interesting. I always consider Gil like the basketball version of Kanye West. I don't know. It's kind of, that's how I kind of see him. I don't know. But anyway, let's jump right into this article right here, man. And this is Fletcher Mackel, local reporter down here, Channel 6 News. He dropped this on the family members today. Since Pelicans are in the news this morning, here's intel about the team him received from reliable NBA sources. The expectation is for Daniel Theis will start at center for head coach Willie Green, play about 15 to 20 minutes nightly. Karlo Matkovic looks amazing in workouts. Summer League wasn't a fluke. So that's some good news right there in terms of Karlo Matkovic. A lot of people are very high on Karlo. A lot of people think Karlo Matkovic is going to be something for the Pelicans. His offensive game, we see him in Summer League. He does look a lot better. He is really the question mark there. And Daniel Theis is, we kind of figured this out. We talked about this in the offseason, Lex. We made mention of the fact that we believe that Theis more than likely would be the option, being that, he's a veteran, smart dude, and that would be the safe decision. And according to sources, they're saying that Theis is the guy. What are your thoughts on Daniel Theis as you starting center for 15 to 20 minutes a night?
I'm totally with it. I mean, it makes sense. It's politically correct. I mean, when you look at, cross out everything, or, just go down the checklist. Probably should have said that first, but, he has the most experience. He's a disciplined player. He's a veteran. He's a smart player. He truly understands his role. He's played with, competitive playoff teams.
Right.
I think his last team was the Boston Celtics. If not them, it might have been the Clippers. But either or, he's played with winning organizations.
Yeah, so, it was the Clippers.
When you look at that, and he's played meaningful minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no like garbage. Like Theis has been in situations where it's clutch time, it's winning time. And that's the type of player that you have. He understands how to win. And I think, again, we talked about that on the last stream. Having a player like that has a winning pedigree, that has a winning background. Like I said, I think the last team was probably the Clippers. But I'm looking at, when he was at Boston.
Right.
And he was there for a while. So, I mean, that speaks volumes. This team needs a lot of that. It needs a lot of that. Just that winning mentality and just that extra push. Like, hey, we need to lock up. We need to, lock in. we need to get it. We need to pick up the pace. We have that type of, because I like to think that he is in a leadership position. You know what I'm saying? Coming from a winning organization. So um, it makes sense. I always felt like it was Tice, and even with all the young legs that we have, but no, I think Tice can really help with just you know getting the helping the Pelicans with those with that winning mentality.
Yeah, he is a solid, very solid player, very smart player, hardworking player. Not a bad in terms of choosing out of the guys that start the season off, and they've already got it nailed down. Like the order, tweeter, the posting is saying 15 to 20 minutes nightly at that position. So that's one thing there. Go ahead,
Hey,
Lex.
BQ, I do want to say this. I hope we get FIBA Tice.
Right, right.
Because FIBA Tice is really something else. That type of Tice plays at a whole nother level. But it would be nice in those 15 and 20 minutes to get FIBA Tice.
It would be nice.
If we get that,
Get FIBA Tice.
yeah. And plus, Tice can shoot from the outside.
Yes.
He can stretch the floor. Let's not forget that. I
That's
mean,
right.
I think I think he's a little bit more mobile than JV. Rebounds, probably, probably lacking there, but I mean, shoot, the fact that he is more mobile, he's not as flat footed. I'm not saying that he's you know, um, like super like athletic, or I don't know. He may be a more athletic version of JV. But my point is that he's more mobile and he does shoot from the outside a lot. And he's pretty respectable, I do believe.
Yeah, he
From
37. He 37.1%, Lex, and he shot 26 of 70 from downtown. So 70, which is like I think the third highest total in his career. But
Mhm.
yeah, he shot 70 of them last year and hit 26 for 37% shooting from downtown. So not bad. Yeah, that's definitely another additive to have with Tice, just as much as his
Yeah,
intelligence defensively. So not a bad choice for the Pelicans early on.
yeah.
So that answered one of the questions, Lex, about
Mhm.
who's the starting center is. So,
Yeah,
that was
that's
interesting.
clear now.
Right. Right. Yeah. See, that's as we get closer to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
oh,
guess I
yeah.
guess Makovich would be coming off the bench. Like
Uh,
he would be like, you know what I'm saying? His coming off the bench for Tice. Is
I
that what
don't know.
that's getting at?
I mean, they saying that the post did mention that they mentioned Karlo Matkovic looks amazing in workouts. Now
Oh, that's interesting. So how does Jemison look?
I don't.
I mean, I mean, now I'm curious, like, well, how does he look?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, because
right. I don't.
he's an energy guy. He really hustles. You know what I'm saying? He's very athletic. Kind of similar. Maybe he doesn't shoot on the outside as much, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that makes me wonder, how does he look?
Yeah, that'll be interesting. And Yves is the first round draft pick, so you kind of. I'm thinking like, okay, at some point you want to kind of give the first round draft pick an opportunity to kind of get ready. But if Karlo Matkovic is doing his thing, that'll be interesting to see because you're looking at him as a 5 Lex, maybe Karlo. Like you could play a little 5, maybe a little forward Karlo, because he was 6'10" too. So he's a couple of inches taller than your boy. But Yeeves has got to fit in there some kind of way. And I don't know. I think probably Jemison is more than likely going to be like I'm thinking like a G leaguer.
You
You know,
think he's gonna be fourth option, even though he played?
that's what I think
Well,
because
I mean, Eves, he still needs reps, man. I don't think, like, if we're talking about the Pelicans, like right now, are the Pelicans trying to win now?
yes,
Okay, Eves Misi is not it.
Yeezy.
He needs reps. I know what everybody's look, this is still the NBA. This is still the NBA. And I told you just a few years ago, I think there was either 14 or 15 guys from the first round that ended up going to the G League.
Right. He's going to see G League minutes, no doubt about it.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Guys are not coming in like you're absolutely ready. Guys are not coming in like that anymore. Like these guys are getting younger and younger. You know what I'm saying? Like coming in like just 1 year out of college or maybe second year. But even when you look at Jordan Hawkins came out his sophomore year, right?
I want to say it was a junior year, wasn't it? Hold on, let me make sure here.
He was a sophomore. Came out after sophomore.
I want to say it was junior, but you might be right. But yeah, I'm gonna look that up, Lex. Go ahead and break it down.
Even with him, we saw in summer league, he was small. You know what I'm saying? He was getting pushed around. You know what I'm saying? Like he still needed a lot of work in some areas. Now I know they didn't play him in his position that he needs to be played in, but it's like, dude, looking at your size, looking at, just everything, wingspan, all those things. It's like you are a guard. And as a guard, you do have to be able to handle the rock. Now, yes, you are a shooter, but you have to think there are shooters that are bigger than Jordan Hawkins. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That can shoot. You know what I'm saying? So he does have to get stronger. Those are things that are true. And we know that Jordan Hawkins is not going to be playing like he's not going to be like a forward. You know what I'm saying? He's look, we know exactly what you need to be playing. So handling the rock, which he does have to improve with his handles, that's something that he is going to have to improve upon. Other than, just physically just getting stronger so he's not getting pushed around. But all these guys coming into the league, you very seldomly see guys that are ready. There's only like a small handful of guys that you can say, okay, I'm ready for the league. I'm ready mentally. I'm ready physically. And sometimes that's far few in between. You know what I'm saying? Guys say all the time, the top two things that they say that, is an adjustment is the speed and the physicality.
Yep. Yeah, that's definitely the case. And that's one of the things that we talking about with Jordan Hawkins, man, is him developing and getting that getting that girth, that strength there, so they don't push him off his center, move him around quite easily. So yeah, that's a big part of it. But I think he's always
rag doll.
Yeah, he'll improve with that. He got a good mentality. I think he'll definitely improve on that. And I think you're right on that, Lex. I want to say because he was a freshman there, and then I think he left after his sophomore year. So yeah, you're right on that. All right, so yeah, we'll see. Yeah, and I agree. I think a lot of that, like at some point, the long range game is a first round draft pick, and usually when you spend that kind of capital on a first round draft pick, at some point these guys are going to have to start getting those minutes, but definitely G League early. I don't think Theis is the more settled option. Karlo Matkovic had an opportunity to play overseas competitively and develop his game. And now he's here to contribute, and perhaps Jeeves will be a guy that sees a lot of G League minutes now. Trey Jemison, that's a whole nother thing altogether. I don't know where he falls in that, and hopefully we'll get some of those answers as we move forward to figure out what's going on. All right, that's just something Willie has to think about there, Lex. And of course, let's talk about Willie, shall we? Let's talk about Willie Green.
Where's DC at? Is he popping up?
No, he's not coming.
I'm gonna do what y'all were trying to do to me.
We're gonna talk about Willie because there was an article out about Willie, and CBS Sports put out a top 30s coaches poll about our head coach Willie Green and where he falls at in that particular lineup. Let's take a look at it, shall we? According to CBS, top 30 coaches in the NBA. Of course, number one coach on the list, Eric Spoelstra, Nick Nurse, Rick Carlisle, Steve Kerr, Ty Lue. Mark Daignault from the Thunder, he's there. Will Hardy, Emi Udoka, Mike Budenholzer is there as well. Tom Thibodeau, Joe Mazzulla, Chris Finch for Timberwolves, Mike Brown, Greg Popovich, Mike Malone, Quinn Snyder, Taylor Jenkins, Jason Kidd is at 18, followed by Jamal Mosley at 19, and Willie Green is positioned at spot number 20. And Willie's at number 20, and Willie's better than 10 coaches according to the CBS coaching poll. Kenny Atkinson, he's better than Kenny Atkinson according to the poll. Doc Rivers, JB Bickerstaff, Billy Donovan, Chauncey Billups, Darko Rajkovic, which is the big crap, Jordi Fernandez, Charles Lee, Brian Keefe, who's the Wizards coach, and JJ Redick, who's listed dead last. Of course, JJ hadn't done anything yet as a coach in the league, so it's understand why he's ranked there last. So that's a good poll right there. Kind of giving Willie Green and putting him low, ranking him low in there, and pretty much a lot of people have a interesting look in terms of Willie Green and where he ranks at in the poll. But Lex, what do you think about this current ranking of Willie Green? Do you believe that it's a solid ranking for Willie Green? Do you think he belongs where he is at 20, a little higher? Do you agree that Willie's better than Kenny Atkinson, JB Bickerstaff, Doc Rivers, Billy Donovan, Darko Rajkovic, Chauncey Billups, and others? What do you say?
Yeah, he's he needs to be lower. I'm gonna be honest. And that's all jokes aside. JB Bickerstaff, what he did with Cleveland, that's just last season. Okay, they went to the playoffs. They went 7 games and went to the next round. Are you serious? Willie got swept. Okay, so I'm just saying, we're talking about it being as good as your last hit. This just happened,
right?
So, I mean, come on, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. He was battling with Orlando, right? He was battling with them. He had those guys playing. You know what I'm saying? Even with the injuries that they had. He was. I mean, who they play in the next round? They played Boston in the second round. Did they play them?
I'm gonna have to pull it up
because I think they at least got one, right? Was that the only team that had? Because I know they swept in the Celtics swept. I don't know, but I mean, just the way that he battled for 7 games. He should not be below Willie. That just does not make sense. I can understand, Billy Donovan, Doc Rivers. I know me personally, I'm not really.
He had the Magic, Lex. Magic. You saying Bickerstaff, right?
Yeah, JB Bickerstaff. Cleveland faced Orlando in their first round. They won 7 games.
Yes, right. They went 7,
and they beat them and went to the next round.
Against Boston, and they lost for 4-1. Right.
Okay, so they did win 1 game.
They did.
Okay. Hey, you know what I'm saying? He didn't get swept in either round. So right. I don't understand that one. That right there just doesn't make sense. I can understand Chauncey Billups, but you also have to look at this isn't just about just the coaching, but it's also about the situation. Like Chauncey Billups, most of his players, they're young. They're in a rebuild. You know what I'm saying? Atkinson, he just got there.
Yep.
And that's for Cleveland. So the thing is, that's unknown. Like I said, you're as good as your last hit. So,
they do have Jamal over him. So Jamal is ranked 19th. So they got that right?
Oh, yeah.
I think Charles Lee is better than Willie too, man. I know no disrespect to Willie, but I think
can
Charles.
You go back to that list because I, 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 Yeah, you know what? Once is Charles Lee, is he new? Did he just
Yes,
start this year? Was he coaching them last
he's new.
season?
He's new.
Okay. See, again, it's unknown. Brian Keefe, I know he's new because they moved on sale, they moved him up to the front office, and that was in the middle of the season. So the guys that are unknown, obviously the Nets, they're basically in a rebuild. Darko Rahakovic, his team is young. They're kind of like in a rebuild. Chauncey Billups is in a rebuild. So it makes sense why, they have him ahead of that. I just don't agree with JB Bickerstaff. I think that's the biggest one. Doc Rivers, I don't really care for his coaching, but I probably have to give an edge to Doc ahead of Willie Green. Um,
So let me ask you this, Lex. Where, and if you were running this poll, where would you rank Willie at in this poll?
I probably have him at 23.
Okay. And under him would be all the new coaches.
Basically, because they're not proven. They just got there. And JJ, who has zero experience, that's very, I don't think anyone's arguing with that. Like, why? I mean, this dude, the last team he coached was what again? The YMCA? You know what I'm saying?
Damn podcast.
Huh?
His damn podcast. That's what he been doing.
Okay, well, you see what I'm saying? He has absolutely no experience. At least the other guys, they've been assistant coaches. You know what I'm saying? They've been around professional sports. They have something, under the belt. So, yeah, I think it's reasonable to have him, Willie Green at 23.
Okay.
But JB Bickerstaff, he got to the second round, and he got a game on the Celtics, man.
Won one game on the Celtics. That's right. He didn't get swept.
Donovan Mitchell went down, and he was everything. That he's their star player. So come on, man, come on now, make it make sense.
Stacy says, acknowledge me if this is live.
Yeah, y'all gonna stop playing with Stacy like that.
I just put your comment.
Yeah, it is. We were just focused on
basketball.
Yeah,
Stacy, I put your comment up, and DC, as you can hear, joins the show. DC, how you?
Lex say my name, and poof, here I am.
Yeah, what's up with your boy? Look, I gotta do this for you, DC. What's up with your boy? What's up with you? Yeah, DC in the building.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Can you give him a round of applause? Come on, man. Show him some love. Show him some love.
There you go.
Man, it feels good to feel like Lex, man. Coming in, you know what I'm saying?
She's about to start rapping.
She hyped up. But I'm trying to figure out why Big Q don't have Willie Green at 28, since he said Charles Lee is better than him.
Because there's other unproven guys on this list. You don't know how they're going to do, bro. That's the
how you pick somebody that ain't coached the game as a head coach is say he better than Willie Green. I'm trying to figure that out.
Who you talking about, Charles Lee?
I'm talking about you.
Which guy did I call that I say was better than the guy I never coached the game?
You said Charles Lee is a better coach than Willie Green. I ain't never seen Charles Lee coach.
I said I think Charles Lee is a better coach. I'm just saying coach overall. Now, no disrespect. I said no disrespect, but that's just my opinion. I think Charles Lee is going to be a good coach. I'm gonna say it like that. Because remember, the Pelicans were trying to get Charles Lee. Yeah. They interviewed Charles Lee. That was the same year they interviewed Jamal Mosley. They interviewed Charles Lee, Jamal Mosley. Jamal Mosley turned into he took the Magic and made him respectable. Charles Lee's going to do really good for the Hornets. You just wait and see. Now, our guy, DC, we talked about Kenny Atkinson. We wanted them to get him, but, Kenny Atkinson been doing his own.
That's crazy. They got Willie above Kenny Atkinson. That's kind of crazy.
But this is another thing, too. Remember the coach we were talking about?
JB Bickerstaff, though. A guy who took his team to the second round against the Celtics.
What about Billy Donovan? Like, I know he ain't been good lately, but do we forget what he did with the Thunder?
You as good as your last hit.
They're talking about today. It's not a legacy list, DC. That's they don't do that in America, brother. They ain't got the legacy list going on right here.
If I look at a team and they're severely hampered by injuries, I don't think it's the coach's fault that they're not winning.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Let me just straighten you out right quick. This is a CBS ranking list of this year.
Yeah, right now. That's why I keep saying you're as good as your last hit. What have you done for me lately? So looking at this list, that's what you need to think. Don't think about Billy Donovan at the Thunder. That's not right now.
I'm putting Willie Green at 25.
Okay, well, I had him at 23.
Who's under him then, DC? You just hating now.
I'll see.
Okay,
Marco, Jordi Fernandez, Charles Lee, Brian Keith, and JJ Redick.
That's way more. Isn't that more than 5 names you just named?
I'm bumping Chauncey Billups down, and somebody else gonna go up.
So he's 25th on the list?
Yeah.
Okay, so he slid him down 5 spots.
You know what? I don't argue that either. I agree.
So let you go from 23 to 25. You agree with DC?
No, I'm saying, look, 23, I mean, 25 is right there. It's not like it's 2 spots. So,
So Willie's only better than guys that never coached before.
I mean, well, let's look ahead then.
No, I'm asking a question, a direct question.
I know. And I wanna answer that question. Can we go to the top? Is Willie Green better than Eric Spoelstra?
Oh, we're not gonna do this. We ain't gonna do all this.
Okay. Hey, Willie Green versus Nick Nurse.
We're gonna be here all night.
We can do it now. Come on, this is fun. Y'all can put it in the chat. Okay?
Willie Green was better than Taylor Jenkins last year.
Just start at like 17.
Taylor Jenkins was that was the G League team against professionals.
Bro, Taylor Jenkins didn't have Ja Morant.
Man, he didn't have his whole
starting lineup. Marcus Smart was out.
He didn't have his whole starting lineup.
Okay, so Willie Green is only.
I'm just trying to get trades from
Jason Kidd went to the championship next.
So
I will say this: Jason Kidd, they did him dirty. Jason Kidd is way too low. That don't even make sense. It's like y'all better put some respect on his name. Come on now.
Mazzulla should be higher than this, in my opinion. I think Mazzulla's a pretty decent coach.
I mean, well, those are the last 2 coaches that were in the finals.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like they should at least have them top 10. Budenholzer,
the man won a championship.
Budenholzer should be a little bit lower though, because he just got to Phoenix.
That's crazy.
Man, I think.
Man, this list some trash, man.
All right, so let me just get this straight on the Willie Green front, just to get it on the record here.
I don't understand how they're ranking it.
So Willie Green,
a legacy list, and they talking about now.
DC. Okay, we got that. All I'm asking now.
Damn, QS got here, bro. Chill out.
I'm saying, I'm asking a question.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I gave my little 2 cents, but go ahead, bro.
I'm just saying. So Willie Green is only better, according to what you guys are telling me, than the new coaches.
Yes. Now, if we're gonna do a list of motivators,
look,
that'll change.
That ain't got nothing to do with this, bro.
Like, I think you're looking at it the wrong way a little bit, Big Q. The thing is because look at the coaches ahead of him. Are you taking Willie Green? Go to each number. Are you taking Willie Green or are you taking the other coach?
I think Mike Brown is too high. Willie Green beat the hell out of Mike.
Why is Will Hardy so high?
Why is Mike Brown so high? And we knocked Mike Brown's team down.
Kind of in the same boat.
How is Mike Brown better than Willie Green?
Did Mike Brown's team beat the Lakers?
No. Listen, we talking about us.
I'm playing, man. Well, I mean, the thing is, they're not just basing it off of one team. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did they do as a whole? Like against other teams?
Yeah, this list crazy. Man, we might as well just move to
I get it. I mean, look, we shut them out. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna make our own list.
No, wait. Hold on. Is Utah's coach? Is he ahead?
Why is Will Hardy way up there? Like, I don't think he's a bad coach. He's a good coach, but like 7?
You know what?
7?
This is this year.
I think Emmy Udoka. I
but
get
you know
it.
what?
I like him.
But check this out. Because y'all were just talking about the Kings, right? Check this out. How many times has Will Hardy beat the Pelicans? For the most part, he's had the Pelicans number, right?
Not last year, but years prior.
Like I'm talking about, well, you know, I mean,
but
I'm just saying,
it's like that with the Magic. They run that same, you know, damn near everybody 7 feet tall, and that throw us off was Zion. It didn't work last year though.
Nah, just height and speed too, DC. That's the whole thing with them.
It's the lineups more than it's the coach to me.
Every coach that was, you know, in the playoffs that really definitely like advanced, you know what I'm saying? Or like it was a series. They should definitely be ranked ahead of Willie. There's no question about that. Because that takes coaching and making adjustments. You know what I'm saying? So I know that for a fact.
Okay. All right. We got that. All right.
Y'all don't nobody agree with you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I got it. I mean,
because you were like, okay. I was like, what?
Q been trying to move on from this list for like 5 minutes.
But
now.
think about it. In the playoffs, it's about making adjustments, right?
That's right.
It's about countering what the other coach is doing. So it makes sense for them to be in, you know, top 15. You know, I mean, I like to think so.
I'm gonna just look at this right here. Stacey has an interesting point because I'm looking at all of these coaches, a lot of them, and I'm thinking
the closet.
I'm thinking, what would these coaches be able to do with the roster we had? And you said, "Yo, we just ordinary people."
Don't you give me, man? You making me pick up my mic.
What
I'm saying? No, I'm with you. Go on and say what you were saying.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. You go through all these coaches and looking at them with our roster, and I think we would be better off with about 25 of
them. Man, yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you, DC. Any of them coaches ranked ahead of Willie, whether it's 23 or 25.
A few of them up there, I think, would turn us into championship contenders.
I agree.
With the same roster, not changing anything.
And that's what's crazy. That's what it's that part.
Damn, Stacey say 28. God damn, Stacey.
Got 28.
God damn, come on, Stacey.
Hey, but you know what? But we
Stacey
all
was firing them comments because he thought that this wasn't a live show. Go ahead, Lex.
No, but we can all agree that it is lower. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, when you
lower than where he is right now, which is Willie with this talent. Willie does not understand the talent that he has. He don't know what to do. He doesn't have the imagination or creativity. The X's and O's, the adjustments. You know, I mean, like I said, we can go through each name, and it's like, who are you picking? If you were to choose a coach, you don't even have to be a Pelican fan. What coach are you choosing? I mean, it's not. I'm definitely taking Spoelstra. I'm taking Nick Nurse. I'm taking Rick Carlisle. I'm taking Steve. I don't really care for Ty Lue, but I'll take Ty Lue because Ty Lue knows how to make adjustments. Just for that mere fact. You know what I'm saying? Dagnall, I mean, oh my gosh, I mean, he just swept the Pelicans in the playoffs. Shoot, Will Hardy, he has, you know, I like to think that the Pelicans are more talented than him, but he's been having the Pelicans number for the most part. Ime, shoot, we wanted him to be the coach of the Pelicans, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I did, shoot. He took over the team, the same team that Steve had with Boston. He took them and took them to the finals. his first year. I mean, they lost, but to take over a team that, Steve had, you know what I'm saying? I forget his last name, but he's in the front office for the Celtics. Mm-hmm. He had that same squad, and he could never get them over that hump. Ime Udoka came in and got him over the hump.
Oh, you talking about Brad Stevenson?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. So Steve ain't his. Okay, Stevenson. I had it. My bad, Brad Stevenson.
I mean, but look, he went in that GM. He went in that GM office, and he been cutting up.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I don't think he was the reason they didn't get over the hump. And even some of his offensive philosophies, man, I think they took a huge leap when they got him from where they were prior. And he's responsible for the development of Tatum and Jamal. Like he was there for the origins of them. So
yeah, Brad Stevens is a hell of
Stevens, I think, would be better than a lot of coaches.
He would, man, shoot, I wouldn't mind having Brad. Like, hey, man, come down from the office, come coach the Pelicans, man. Just get them to the Western Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? That's something. Look, you do that every year. Hey, that's something to look forward to.
Tibbs at like 10, Stacey. 10 or 9, I think.
Yeah, Tibbs, man. I mean, his philosophy wears you out over time. I mean, because the way he plays in the playoffs, that's how you playing for the whole regular season. You know what I'm saying?
He turned Jimmy Butler into a monster.
Like, look, he playing his players the whole game for 82 games. Yeah. But he is a good coach, though. It's like, dude, are y'all gonna have something left?
Every team he had competent players. They always went to the playoffs and advanced. Yeah.
He had them competitive.
Mm-hmm. I think, like you said, they burn out though because
they do.
The minutes.
Yeah,
but they always advance. You know, Tibbs is single-handedly responsible for killing which would have been one of the greatest
Derrick Rose
in the history of the NBA. That was the best start by any point guard I think I've ever seen.
Man, he's the youngest MVP, y'all. Youngest MVP, like ever. I mean, just if those injuries hadn't happened, man.
Yeah.
All right. Did I miss I guess the opening segment of
Yeah, DC, you did. Hold on, let me mention this, brother, and I give you a chance to kind of bounce back on your commentary. I know you want to say this. Fletcher Mack also tweeted that I'm told there's been lots of discussion, not surprising at all, about Herb Jones as a micro ball center.
I like it. If he got to get bigger, though.
If Pelicans closing 5 is Murray, B.I., Trey, Zion, and Herb, expect Herb in a PJ Tucker type role guard. Comment on that, please.
Now you can't hate on him as a center, Lex. Go ahead.
Did I say that I was against small ball?
No, I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
It's okay.
No, I'm just. I mean, we saw a lot of great things. I'm just saying, like, look, in regular season. Yeah, this stuff is gonna, it's gonna be good. I think the concerning thing is the playoff part because, again, the adjustments come, and I'm looking at how the playoffs played out like this year, and it was about who imposed their will in the front court. That's what I noticed. And, if you have the bodies to because the playoffs is a different breed, man. It's just a different breed. That can change things, especially if you keep going to something. You know what I'm saying? And you're throwing a lot of bodies down there because I mean a lot of teams have beefed up in their front court. So that's all I'm saying. I mean, we don't want to be like burnt out. You know what I'm saying? By the time the playoffs come, because it's just it's a different animal.
Go ahead, DC.
I love it, man. I think it's an awesome idea and potentially one of those little wrinkles that I talk about a creative or a great coach emphasizing, because if Herb went into the offseason, right, once they got DeJounte and they were already planning this and they gave Herb time to maybe put some more weight on, right, to focus more on his rebound. He's not a bad rebounder, but I think Herb can be better, or maybe I got higher expectations for him with his rebounding. But if he's able to get stronger and the rebound better, man, I think it's an awesome idea. You could be looking at the one unique player who could pull that off. Although nobody 6'8" that weighs what Herb weighs can play center, 35, 32 minutes a game. But giving Herb the center position for like 20 minutes a game, spot minutes here or there, and then you focusing on it with the closing lineup, man, I think this can be lethal, especially against teams who are not playing, your Joel Embiid's, Jokic. You get the point. We ain't got to go over all these people.
Yeah.
But I think Herb is the perfect candidate. Everybody's talking about Zion playing center. I was always thinking, like, why not Herb or Trey? Herb obviously makes more sense than Trey, but Trey got the height.
Yeah.
So
stronger.
He's got a lot bigger, Q. Trey has gotten bigger.
Yeah.
He got to get some legs, though. You're right.
Oh, goodness gracious. Are y'all serious? No, wait a minute. Whoa. Let's go back to Trey. You said he's top heavy?
Have you seen him?
I mean, I did, but it's like, dude, you were skipping leg day?
Yes. Yes, he was skipping leg day.
Oh, man. I don't. Golly, what is he doing?
Everybody get that little workout gene, and you start the love going, and you're all excited about going to work out. But
no, you gotta have balance.
Excited about leg day.
Does his shot still look the same?
I ain't seen him shoot.
Golly, man, he may be putting too much on his leg.
I mean, he ain't turned into the Incredible Hulk or nothing, but he looked like he put on a good maybe 8 pounds.
But you can't skip leg day, man. You can't skip.
You know what? We saying he skipped leg day, but just maybe genetically, he's one of those people that just don't, get the tree trunk legs, because you see people squat, like, man, sometimes some people will fool you by how they look. And then you see them, get under that weight. And you're like, damn, man, you think he squat that? Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. We're going to find out during the season, though. You're going to be able to tell if he's still all unbalanced and unorthodox. Got to get them legs, buddy. But anyway, we was talking about Herb, man. Herb at center, I think, is an excellent idea. It's the better alternative to playing Zion at center, and it still gives us the same lineup we would like. And then you add Trey in there with BI. Man, you got, it's pretty tall lineup. DeJounte ain't small. There's nobody small. So maybe what they don't have in overall 7-foot height they can make up with is, being lengthy all the way across the board.
Okay. All right, DC. Then feel free, bro, to kind of comment on the previous article about Theis. I know you wanted to kind of talk about the Pelicans, the leak about Pelicans putting Theis. Let me see if I can find the tweet right here. That's the Herb Jones one from Fletcher. Yeah, it is. All right, Pelicans news this morning about Theis will start at center for Willie Green, 15 to 20 minutes, brother. What's your thoughts on that?
First off, I gotta say I'm 2 for 2 so far. Because under the Theis, the one that jumped out to me, you put an asterisk right there at the bottom. You didn't even read that. Karlo Matkovic looks amazing in workouts in Summer League.
I give DJ credit for that.
Karlo Matkovic. Give DJ credit. Shout out to DJ if you're listening, brother. Karlo Matkovic sounds like he might be the number 2 center. If somebody can steal some minutes from Herb Jones. But I think it's pretty much like what I thought. Theis, looked well in the Olympics guarding a guy like Victor Wembanyama. So, and a lot of other centers, and he has been short for a long time. Has been a serviceable center in the league, and it's just a safe pick. But the thing I don't like about it is they're not even in training camp. Like, why are we hearing about him being guaranteed a certain amount of minutes and we ain't even in training camp?
They got ideas leading into it. That might just be one of the ideas they have.
Yeah, I mean, this is Fletcher Mackel.
It makes sense, though. I mean, he has the most experience. He can shoot outside. You know what I'm saying? And between his veteranship, his leadership, he used to play with the Boston Celtics. And he played, and you know what I'm saying? He has a winning pedigree about him. You know what I'm saying? He's been around guys that win. So when you think about, just setting screens, being like knowing his role to the fullest, it's not something that he has to figure out. He's not trying to figure out who he is or what what he needs to do out there. If the Pelicans are trying to win now, we need a win now player. And that person is Theis. It's not anybody else.
I agree, but I don't like the idea. I guess maybe I'm more of the football mentality. Like, I don't like the idea of him being new on the team. It isn't like he's some perennial starter everywhere he's been, or like this all-star caliber player. I just don't like the idea of hearing that he's guaranteed the starting spot and all that before we even have training camp. Like, what if you go into training camp and like one of these young dudes, let's say Yves Mises, which I doubt, but Yves Mises made a gigantic leap forward or something, or Karlo's made a leap forward, as they're alluding to here. And he's looking like maybe he should be the starter because he's playing that good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, to me, from a development standpoint, if those young guys believe that they may be able to get that spot, it takes away a little bit of the competitiveness for gunning for that spot during training camp by having it out there that he's already has the starting spot. So I just agree with that. Now, if they went through training camp and everything went like how it went and, he's the best man for the job, cool. I just don't like hearing anything guaranteed early from somebody who's not like an all-star caliber player or a perennial starter new to the team. I feel like you got to earn your minutes. And Willie Green has always preached that with rookies. Like, why should it be different with a vet?
Does DeJounte have to earn
his
minutes?
All-star caliber player, Lex. You got to hit an asterisk.
Okay, no, I hear that, but I mean, the thing is that
he did cover himself on that one, I guess.
He just played in FIBA for Germany.
That's different, right? Different rules than the NBA, though.
It don't matter. I mean, he was playing. I mean, there's a lot of NBA.
You think he gonna shut down with Wembanyama in the NBA like he did in FIBA? Because I don't see it.
What?
I hope we ain't banking on that shit.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I mean, obviously he's not like a superstar. I mean, does he have to be? I mean, JV wasn't either.
JV still was an all-star caliber player. That don't mean he was a perennial all-star, and he was a perennial starter.
How are you saying that? What's that based off of, though?
Based off of him being in the league, and the majority of years in the league, he was a starter all the time. Daniel Theis has some spot starts due to injury, and he was basically, has been a backup in the league, or a journeyman, a very good one, but it's not a starting caliber player all of his years in the league. For him to be guaranteed a starting spot before training camp, to me, it's just, I don't know.
I mean, and we talked about this before, DC.
He probably still would have won it, though. I think I said he would be the starter.
Looking at our options right now, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not like it's a huge competitive, like, I mean, obviously nothing's set in stone, but
hold up, Lex.
What?
Hold up. We gotta stop you.
Why? What's up?
Every time we talk about the centers, you told me it's a question mark.
Yeah, it is.
It's an unknown. right?
Yeah. I
So
mean,
you
well,
can't
now
say
this
he's the
just
best
came out
option
though.
if it's all a question mark. Let him play, let him go through the scheme and
All
see
right.
who looks the best. If it's a
All right,
question,
that's
you know.
fine.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot. I mean, the thing is, we have what we have. This is what we got to pick from. I just know I don't want Zion playing at 5, man, because that's not maximizing his abilities. That don't even make sense. So, it's cool. I mean, I just figured like, hey, if this came out and this report is true, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is, right?
Yeah. I don't care what position they
It's
say
like Willie
Zion
Green.
playing.
It's
As
like
long as they
Willie
let
Green
him
being
do what
the
he
head
do best.
coach. Don't be stressed, Stacey, man. Don't be stressed. We just talking. We just talking, man.
You gotta have
talking.
different viewpoints, man.
We
Can't agree all the time.
we speaking it from the depths of the diaphragm.
Oh yeah.
That's all we do.
All right, let's move on to the next
Let
one.
them know, Big Q. We just ordinary people.
Yes, sing it, DC. Sing it.
Ordinary
We don't
people.
know which way to go.
Sing it, DC.
Oh,
Take it slow. Take it slow.
Let them know, bro.
I don't know all the words. Help me out with the words, DC.
That's all I know. Big Q got it. He wrote that.
I know.
I gotta get my piano out.
When you gonna drop your next album, bro?
What are you talking about, brother? That's you with the album, bro. You supposed to.
You ain't fooling nobody. Listen, this man
You
got
should
a
call it
Grammy
Q
and
Dog.
everything. And then he decided to podcast.
Q Dog.
We know you, John Legend, dog. Stop it.
Are you in a fraternity?
John Legend, what? Dude.
Yeah, that's
take your head off.
ordinary people.
DC is totally out of his mind. Man. I
Put John Legend side by side on you. This time, take it slow.
You
I don't know the words, man. Shoot, I need your help, DC, man. You're supposed to help.
Hey,
I gotta pull him up.
Man, Q wrote it, so he know all the words.
DC sounds terrible singing. DC got to get your guitar.
Show him how it's done. Pull out your piano. You spin that bookshelf around and pull out your goddamn piano.
All right, okay, let's move on. DC talking crazy now. All right. Also, fam, just to let y'all know, man, y'all please feel free to hit the like button. We up in this thing, man. And the Pelicans announced the media rights deal with Gray Media. They kind of did the testing last year, in which they kind of got away from that sucky app. And ultimately, this really worked out well. They got triple the viewership working with Gray, and it was a good thing. They tested a handful of games. The next thing you know, Gray got all of it now. So Pelicans will be available in Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama to nearly 7 million viewers via free over-the-air television. Really good strategy. Pels today announced a new media rights deal.
Start marketing, man, at a larger scale.
Man, y'all seen the map?
Yes,
I don't know what was it like Lafayette or Lake Charles? Man,
no,
what they did to the Pelicans. They got a big old gray spot on the map in Louisiana. They just can't see them for free. I'm like, damn, what happened there?
That market probably was really profitable, and they didn't want to turn it loose. That's probably what it was.
You can thank Griff for that, Stacey. Okay.
Yes. Distribution agreement with Gray Media will make Pelicans games available to 4.1 million households, nearly 7 million viewers throughout Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, quadrupling the number of households that will have access to watch the Pelicans game. The partnership with Gray Media offers Pelicans fans unparalleled access to watch live games, comprehensive team content on free over-the-air local television. Family members within the team's local broadcast territory will be able to watch all non-exclusive nationally televised Pelican games on over-the-air Gray Media local channel or on the soon-to-be launched Gulf Coast Sports and Entertainment Network, GCSEN, in Louisiana, Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Lake Charles, Monroe, New Orleans, and Shreveport. Mississippi is Biloxi, Hattiesburg, Jackson, and Meridian, and Alabama is just Mobile. So this is the broadcast map that they're showing you here, as you can see, and this is what they got going on. Shreveport, and they got up into portions of Texas too, and in Arkansas. So there you go. So it's a good grand region here. The Pelicans operate.
They should get all of Mississippi and Alabama. Do they have? They don't have no professional basketball team, do they?
Well, I mean, Mississippi start moving up, so you got all them. Probably what? Who's on top of them? We got Arkansas.
Because I think it works out where there's other media markets there, so they basically are they're going where they can go. So eventually they'll spread out as the Pelicans started winning. Other people will obviously start getting interested in, and it'll we might capture all of Mississippi. You never know. I thought
might be college football people or something. Man.
Right? Yeah, the Pelicans start winning, man. Zion is must see TV, bro. When he's healthy and the team rolling, man.
They get that big old chunk of Louisiana back right now when Zion we start winning.
A big chunk of Louisiana.
Yeah, right here. That's tan. You see it right there on side of Baton Rouge, in between Lake Charles. What's going on here?
Oh, that
what happened to Lafayette, man?
That DC, this right here. I think they don't have a station there. That's what that is. See, most of the great
we got all Louisiana except for right now. What happened?
Yeah, but you're talking that's a rival. That's another television network situation. I don't think Gray has a television station there. If they did that covered that, then they would have it. See, this is for Gray Television, so it might have another station or a competitor there. But all of the markets are where Gray has television stations. So that's what this is. So, if they want to capture that little area, if it's worth anything, I'm pretty sure they can kind of see if they can make a little side deal, or they'll just push them toward the what they call it, the GSSN or whatever it is, the Gulf Coast Sports Network. I'm pretty sure they'll probably have an answer for them. And then, of course, like some people say, you can always get the league pass. So
we spanning 3 states, so that's good for free.
And this will grow, bro.
Actually, 4 states.
It'll grow as long as the Pelicans keep winning and keep making good decisions, man, and just be competitive, man. They'll grow. And I know it all based on Zion.
Who's making the decision?
Oh, shit.
That's what I'm saying. They got DeJounte Murray was a good decision. So I mean, everything else is
the details matter.
Yes, they do. Indeed. All right, and then let's move on.
George C. They Lafayette. They love them Pelicans. And I figured y'all did, man. That's why I shouted that out, man. I don't think it's right. Everybody get to watch them for free, and they just left y'all hanging.
Well, I'm happy for you all who I'm because all that don't pertain to me. I'm like Stacy, league pass.
League pass.
That's how I'm gonna see the games.
And this right here, fam, this is a leaked. This is not confirmed. This is from Chris Dawson. This is not yet leaked version. Same style, different color. Way theme seems the color palette was on point. So you can see they got the purple NOLA and they got the bones. The bones are there.
I'm kind of mad though, bro.
Why? What you dropped your guitar?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought something happened.
If I drop my guitar, I'm gonna steal your piano, all right? But look,
you already got a piano over there.
Huh?
You already got a piano.
I ain't got no piano. That's you.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll let you, and I need some piano stuff. But
DC,
man, I'm upset because I really like this jersey. I really like the one last year. I really like the NOLA edition jersey. And it's like, why we can't have the same love for our regular jerseys? What are we doing? We should play in something like this in the Black Skullikins or the NOLA jersey. We should play in some shit like that all the time. That looks way better than our regular jerseys. Like, what's stopping them from just switching? Like, it ain't really a reband. It's more like a refresh. You still got the...
It got to be some kind of league rule with the uniforms why they don't do it like that. Man, it's got to be something like that.
This is, like, way better, bro. This makes me upset that after we wear this, we got to wear our regular stuff. It's like, some teams, you see them, and they have really good city edition jerseys, but their regular jerseys are nice too. This is just like leaps and bounds above our regular jerseys. We really just need to wear our city edition stuff all the time, and maybe wear that alternate red jersey that they love so much that we don't care about as a city edition. They always statement jerseys. Nobody likes those.
No, the red jerseys. No,
they're not making any statements.
Yeah,
they've made statements in them, but we just don't
the
like how
jersey
they look. The jersey. Oh, yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta separate the two.
You're right. You're right.
You know, when I first saw this, I didn't like it, but then I saw an edit. What color is that? Purple or is that a navy blue?
I think it's purple.
It's purple.
Yeah. Okay. See, because it just. I don't know.
The purple and green, and they got a little gold in there.
When they put the edit on Murray and Zion, I was like, okay, all right, that actually looks nice. Can you show that, Big Q?
I know they're bringing them back. DC, I just want to let you know.
Wait, what?
Okay. Oh wow!
You gotta be lying.
You know what? Yeah, somebody was saying the red, white, and blue. Man, come on, man.
You like that, Lex?
No, I don't. No, it looks political. Like
it's a flag. It's
like
the city flag, right?
It looks political. Like no, like I want the jerseys to
remind me of some curtains.
They need to be a mirror image of the city. You know what I'm saying? Of New Orleans.
You don't think these are?
No, I'm saying that red, white, and
Oh
blue.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Like this, at first I didn't like it. But then I saw they have an edit where they have it on Murray, the actual jersey, and on Zion. That's why I was asking. I was asking if you could pull that up. You know what I'm saying? Have you all seen them?
What is it, Lex?
I saw the edit with it on Murray.
I
didn't see the Zion one though.
Yeah, because the thing is, I was like, man, that's so dull. It looks like I don't know. But when I saw it on him, I was like, oh, it looks different.
It's
the
like
color, it looks more vibrant.
It's like the Pelicans last year because we saw them and we were like, ain't bad, but you didn't really. But when you look at them close up, there's a lot more going on. They got like details in them, like Q said they got the skull and bones in there. They got the little design going on. It looks different when you get closer up on it.
Right, those little lines down there is those are bones, like those are bones. Those are bones.
Yeah, you know what? The bones are our enemies.
I know the voodoo stuff, and is a part of New Orleans and things.
Yes,
I don't really care for it like that. I wish they would kind of maybe focus on like the music and stuff. Put some instruments on there, like silhouettes that are light or something.
Well, we tried that, Lex. We tried that in the 70s.
That's the music. You know what I'm saying? Is a strong thing for the city. So, and the culture. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's other things, but I know that's one thing that's kind of that would be nice to have a design like that. I mean, I don't know how they would do it, but just throwing the idea out there, I think that would be tight because it really symbolizes the city as well as
right.
Well, I got a million reasons why that ain't gonna happen because we had that because we had that with the New Orleans Jazz, and then Utah got the name, and there ain't no jazz in Utah. Let that though.
We'll have a Pelican playing instrument. You know what I'm saying? Have them on the drum.
They're not gonna touch it.
No, it's not touching that. It ain't touching that.
No, I'm just saying they ain't gonna do that.
Hey, when the Saints beat the Cowboys, they were out there, doing the Saints go marching in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man.
It was second line. They're gonna second line with these NOLA jerseys on though. It just give me the the theme of Mardi Gras. I like the voodoo idea.
There you go. Come on, man. There's ways to do it.
Okay.
For real.
I
mean, it doesn't have to. I know. You know what? And I did want to mention something else. I know because I don't want to go too much off topic because I wanted to mention something else.
He gonna play it with his beak or his other
his wing or something. I mean, just something that replicates, because the music is a part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? Is it not?
Yeah,
That
you're
has
right.
nothing to do with jazz. I'm saying music. Music, is very general. You know what I'm saying? Now, when
Right.
you start categorizing the instruments and everything, that's when you get into the jazz stuff. But music, hey man, that's universal. I'm
That's
just
right.
saying.
It is. But I just think they're not gonna touch it just because of knowing that we had that theme and
The
we
jazz
showed
ain't
that.
even using it.
The Jazz are stupid because I don't know
And
why they call themselves the Jazz. Like it don't symbolize nothing. Them people ain't gonna never win a
get it
championship
off your
until they
chest.
change their name.
Get it off your chest.
Because it don't make sense. Like we should have been the New Orleans Jazz. Like it makes sense. This is the home of jazz music. Like why the hell do y'all want to hang to that? Like it's nothing. Utah Avalanche or something. Like
But you know what? One thing I will
the
say.
Utah Mormons. Like say something about Utah.
You want to make their mascot a religion?
Something. What else they got in Utah? The Utah Salt. Like what else they got in Utah?
You could have said Heels. You know what I'm saying? The Utah Heels.
The Utah non-alcoholic beer. Like something. Give me some Utah stuff.
Oh my gosh.
The Utah strip club with clothes on. What stuff about Utah? They're not allowed to take their clothes off in Utah. And their beer is weaker than all the beer in all of the rest of the country.
I don't know how they feel about
getting all
that.
that from DC.
I mean, these are facts about Utah.
According to who? You?
No, go look it up. Their beer, they have less alcohol in their beer. I'm not making this up. Maybe it's got to do with the religion of the Mormons and all of that stuff. But yeah, there's a real thing.
Okay.
And all the NBA players talk about it too. They say they hate Utah
but
because of these reasons.
Good point, though. When you think about Utah, nobody thinks about music. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? What is something that's unique about Utah, though? Because every place, you know what I'm saying, has something.
I see the avalanche. They got all that damn snow. I know they had a lot of avalanches. That's
what? The Utah Avalanchers.
Utah is known as the Beehive State. So they would have been the Hornets. It would have been a good matchup to have the Hornets. I think they would have.
You say the Utah is the Beehive State.
Well, now you taking the Charlotte stuff.
We had the Charlotte name.
They the Yetis, the Utah Yetis. That's something they could roll with.
Yeah, it was that Utah
big old white thing like the Supersonics used to have, the brown one. Put them the little kind of bear man. Make it all white.
The perfect name would have been the Hornets for them.
I think the Yetis would be a perfect name, especially with how they did Russell Westbrook. They had him a white mascot. I think it would go perfect.
And I mean, they're not going to do that, DC. I mean,
Utah Avalanche.
The perfect chance they had, they already got an Avalanche team. That's like not for them. It's like
women.
It's a Colorado Avalanche.
Well, Avalanche.
Wait, what?
Oh no, it's too French.
You said it's too French. You know how they do it. You better work the system. Look. They have McDonald's and we have McDowell's.
The McDowell's, yeah. There you go.
Okay, come on. Y'all know how this works.
I'll tell you one. Like I said, it was on your boy Tom Benson. That's a few years ago. He had an opportunity to kind of do that, where he could been able to kind of move things.
What the hell is going on here?
The Utah Raccoons.
And then for sure they can call them the Coons.
Nah, man, you gotta at least do them right, bro. You gotta get like the little raccoon of Guardians of the Galaxy or something. You gotta put.
You know what? I just.
That's a super cool raccoon. He plays a guitar and he's throwing up the guitar.
Raccoons ain't no joke. They some big chicken heads, man.
Yeah, they got they. Yeah, so but on the Utah thing, I mean, the Pelicans approached them when Tom Benson was alive for the name, for the
I wish I'd have thought of that one more better. More better say the Utah sister one.
Well, y'all want to check this out? Did y'all hear about this? So the OKC Thunder came out and they said if they end up getting the team back in Seattle, the Seattle Supersonics, that they would give them back their history.
Wait, what?
And that's something.
How that shit work?
Hey, they started off, but I was like, wow, that's really nice. That makes me think of some other things. Does it make you think of some other things? Big Q. Yeah, some people want their history back.
This is crazy.
Not just the Pelicans.
I know.
I just wanted to throw that in there because I was like, wow, that is really nice. I wonder if somebody else can give some people back their history.
Because it really, if you think about it, really doesn't do them any good to hold on to that. They're a whole new identity. They have no use for that.
Identity is very powerful.
Right. So it's a brand already there that's associated with winning. When Seattle was there, they were one of the highest ranking attendance teams in the NBA. David Stern was very.
That makes you wonder, like, how the hell did they even lose their team? It made me go look into that.
I think the fans didn't want to pay for a new arena, but I really love the Supersonics. I'm gonna be honest, man.
They had great jerseys. They had a lot of great players.
Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. Oh my God!
We got Baby Ray Allen on our team.
Man, that was and Ray and Rashard. Golly, man, that was
man. A lot of people forget about Rashard Lewis, man. That dude was awesome.
Yeah.
Irvin Johnson.
And KD was drafted to the Supersonics.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think some people.
KD balled out his rookie year with the Supersonics.
Yeah, he did. If you ask some people that, they'd probably be like, "Okay, he was drafted to a team that doesn't exist." I was like, "You gotta know your history, man." That is crazy to be drafted. Number
Don't
2.
He kind of look like Hulk? Or Hulk look like him?
Who?
John Hawkins.
What?
Baby Ray.
Are you saying that because they both went to UConn?
No, I'm saying
they both won a championship.
That's Baby Ray Allen.
I mean, I think they both have similar, like, maybe mannerisms and stuff. Maybe. But they don't look alike.
27-28 season possible expansion. 2 teams.
So
Seattle
going to the East?
First is going to be Memphis.
That's going to
be. It's probably going to be if they move in what we got. If they add in 2 teams, and they're both going to be out west, probably Seattle and Las Vegas. Those are the 2 teams. Because Seattle has the arena issue fixed with the key. That's been taken care of.
We know Minnesota. Minnesota gonna go to the East, and who else? Memphis.
Maybe, yeah.
It's a toss-up between us, and it's got to be us or Memphis.
Who's closer to the
East is Memphis.
I think Memphis probably is.
Well, Memphis. I there's no question.
They're gonna look at how the schedules match up because Minnesota ain't closer than either one of us. But the way that the flight patterns and all that work.
Minnesota isn't Minnesota the same time zone as you all?
As us?
Yeah. Is it central?
Possibly. I'm not sure, but possibly.
DC's in Jamaica right now, Lexxah.
I ain't never been to Minnesota.
Oh, you know what? Because Memphis is central.
I've been to Missouri. I ain't never been to Minnesota though.
DC's in Jamaica right now. Let me see what your time zone is.
Why do you feel comfortable to try to tell everybody my location? I'm glad to be wrong.
I'm sorry.
You getting me killed.
Just don't turn your locator on your phone. Okay, PT.
Let me see what time DC is in.
Don't turn your locator on your phone.
What's wrong with you?
Okay, ain't nobody
in the time zone right now. That's what.
Where they gonna go in Jamaica?
DC.
The ocean.
He said he don't want to.
You know what I'm saying? Like they still don't know. That's like, look, hey.
Central time zone for Minnesota, Lex.
We're going to Central, Okay, so the Pelicans and Memphis and Minnesota are all central.
Yeah.
Okay, so really it's a toss up. So who's closer?
It's us in Memphis, but the way the planes fly,
The way the planes fly. Oh,
The way
wow.
the planes fly.
The
The
plane
flight
fly.
patterns.
The unbelievable.
The flight patterns. The teams.
Do they fly like elephants?
No, not like Dumbo.
When I see an elephant fly. I'm sorry.
That would be pretty cool to see a plane fly like that. Though. They won't need runways no more. But the way that they had a schedule and playing the teams, and they're talking about the flight patterns as far as the plane patterns. I'm sorry, thank you. As far as the team, what
the flight patterns. Okay,
yeah, that's why I say patterns.
Flittery.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, he acting real flittery, huh? But anyway, they didn't already talked about that, and it makes sense for Minnesota because all them teams you got like right up there by them because they're not farther east than us, but they're way up north. And flights are just shorter.
It'd be nice if they could put a professional team in Kentucky.
Don't hold your brother.
Look, I'm just saying, there's no professional teams in this godforsaken state. So, hey, the Kentucky.
You got the. You just gotta embrace the college lifestyle.
Yeah, I've already done that.
It's a hell of a college. That's Kentucky. You know they got some good Kentucky
college basketball headquarters.
I don't know about football now. You know. They tried to make a comeback. I don't think they're gonna have it.
Not since when Lamar Jackson out there years ago. Wasn't Lamar at Louisville?
Nah, I'm not, man.
Yeah, Lamar was in Louisville. Yeah,
he was at Louisville.
Yeah, Lamar.
I don't do drugs.
I don't know what else.
That's it. Lexington has
You got to experience Kyrie Irving for 10 games.
Stop it.
All right, fam. Listen, man, we're gonna get ready to shut it down. But listen, man, we covered some good topics on tonight's stream, man. Listen, not too long, fam. Not too long. DC Lex before we'll be hitting that preseason, man. We'll be getting to the training camp preseason. It's almost there. Are you guys excited? You getting ready for the season? Are we ready? Lex, you ready?
Man.
Ready or not, here it comes.
Making me forget the season coming, man. I can't believe what they're doing. But nonetheless, I hope the Pelicans could have a similar effect, man, or maybe they could ride some of that swag juice the Saints got over there. Send some of that across the street. James Borrego, please do your best imitation of Clint Kubiak. Come on, man.
What's the coach's name? What's y'all coach for the Saints?
Who?
Dennis Allen.
Oh yeah, him.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show them fuckers.
I was gonna say that, chicken. Come on, man. How y'all feel about that? How he, beat the Hawks on last season, you know what I'm saying, and then apologized to the coach. And now he's spitting some bars from Kendrick.
If he win 4 straight games, Lex, the whole city gonna forgive him. Watch.
They are.
All is forgiven.
Well, where's the Super Bowl gonna be at?
Down here.
This year. You think they don't know that? They got maybe some motivation. We gonna be in that Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, they playing like it's a great energy going on down there.
Exactly. That's my point. They trying to get up in that.
That's a good comment, Lex, because with them being that close to that type of good energy, it's bound to rub off on them.
Yeah.
They probably using that as motivation. Hey man, it's only right if the Super Bowl is gonna be down here, then we need to pop out and show them.
That's right. About time we got about show.
The edited version.
He said it as he was on his magic cloud. DC, he said it as he was on his magic cloud.
Boy, he was trying to not slip up and say that other word. I see it.
Yeah, look, that's what I was saying. The edited version.
Pretty good.
Be like, look, don't you do it. Look, you'll find out. You look.
I'm proud of how hard Dennis Allen trying.
Yeah, he doing it, man. Let him work.
Man. He's trying real hard.
Let them work. Let them work. That's all I got to say about it. Let them work.
But I'm scared though, Q.
Can you imagine Willie Green saying that bar?
Let me see. Oh, he'll never.
I'm scared because they playing so good, bro.
Come on, guys.
Kubiak damn near gonna be a head coach after this.
You gotta play with
We'll deal with that later.
1 year rental, dog.
We'll deal with that later. They just have to pay him, man. They gotta pay him. Try to keep him. And if not, then you gotta
see who he is, man. Do he really want to be a head coach, or he just want the money out? What if the man won't be like his daddy and be a head coach? You don't think he's gonna bounce?
If he does, he does. You got Andrew Janoku as the OC. I mean, as the head quarterback's coach, move up to be the offensive coordinator. We keep this thing going, man.
Hopefully.
That's just how it's got to go, bro. Sometimes that's a call.
It didn't work out good for Atlanta when Shannon left.
It's a good thing to have, and you don't have to worry about any of your rivals taking them because all these guys are new coaches. So they're not.
He won't go to a rival. I don't think he'll go to none of them garbage ass.
There you go. So you don't have any fears of that, man. Most of the times you do lose pieces. That's a side effect of being successful. That's what it's all about. Everybody want to be you. They want to do what you do. That's a side effect. Nobody's imitating losers. So that's a good problem to have. But anyway, we'll get up out of here, man. Listen, I want to thank everybody for joining us for this episode of PPR. We'll be back later on in the week to talk more Pelicans, man. We're really excited as we're getting close and close to the season, man. It's going to be fire. So we'll get more leaks, more information coming out. We're going to go over it, break it down, talk about it. We'll get interviews, all that stuff down the line. Y'all check out that Gil Arenas report that we put up with him breaking down and talking about from a player's perspective about the BI situation. Pretty interesting hearing him talk about it, and Brandon Jennings and McCants and the rest of them dudes break it down, man. Really interesting take that they were giving up there. But anyway, with that being said, we're going to get out of here. I appreciate all y'all, man.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it